And hello, everyone. Hello, everywhere on YouTube. This is GJRB TV on YouTube. Just got done with a live broadcast on Spreaker on the radio, on internet radio. And I'm hoping that maybe I can make this. First of all, I want to say hi to Blake Myers. I'm hoping that he is subscribed to the GJRB TV YouTube channel. And if you're watching this and you could subscribe, please do. Would love to have you on here. Just trying to get some bugs worked out of my sound system here, hoping that maybe you'll hear me real good. I just want to show Blake Myers and anybody else interested in seeing the GJRB TV Spreaker Studios. This is where I broadcast from. This is where all my programs are. This is where everything is. And I know the lighting's crappy, but that's the best I can do. I don't have the studio facilities that most, let me see if I can bring that over, that most professionals have. So all I have is this. That's it. You know, I don't have the top quality broadcast facilities that some of you might have, but I have the best. I'm thankful for it. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of show around. I had made a video once before showing the studios, and it was a live Facebook feed. It was not the best, but it kind of gave you an idea exactly what I've got here now. So I'm going to kind of take the camera off the computer, and I can only maybe pull it so that it can be seen. I don't have all that much to show other than what I've got here. Let me see here. There's a keyboard and stuff. That is the microphone I'm using. Okay. Sorry you have to see the outside like that. That is just a microphone that a friend of mine gave me that is on a board kind of. It's kind of hooked up. He gave me like a microphone stand, but I rigged it onto the computer desk using a bread twisties, and I got it just like hooked up there and make it stand. And that's pretty much all that is. And I have it set up so that I can talk into it, as you will see. Now, I don't have this camera set up very good, so I'm just gonna kind of pull it over here. This is the console system I'm using. Okay. Give you an idea, Blake, exactly what this is what I'm using. Okay, this is a Phonics. I guess it's pronounced Phonic. Phonic. It's given to me by a friend of mine, Brian Harrison, and it's the mixer system I'm using. Now, as you will see on the setting there, that I think that's the gain right there. It's going to be blurry, so you probably can't see it. That is my gain for that particular thing. I have the mic to an extent up a little bit so that you can hear me, but that is the microphone plugged in there. Sometimes I have to untie my wires because sometimes they get all tangled up. But what it is it's hooked up there. See, there's the output right there now. This is how this mixer is hooked in. Okay, there on the back is the where it's plugged in there. It's plugged into the output of the Radio Shack mixer, lined in to this connection right here. It's connected here. Okay, so it's connected here. Now this cord here, this one here, is going all the way down to where the computer front of the computer is right there. You can't see it because it's kind of dark. I don't know if I can put a light on that subject or not. It's an Inspiron computer tower. Okay, I can't see it. I can bring it in there a little better. Can't see it, but that's where it's plugged in to that front area where the front of the computer. The sound now over here. The reason I have this is because I have stuff connected to it. There are my headphones. This is the headphones that I was using. Okay, I'll show you that here in a minute. I got connected. I got tied in there. Now over here, this is basically for my FM signal. Now, like I said, I broadcast stuff through the closed circuit FM signal. Usually, I have all that stuff on there, 9-foot signal. I only program music and stuff through that with this. Over here, up here is the Roku box. I use right here, Roku. Okay, that is a Roku box, and I have it lined in usually through the mixer, so that the Roku box plays over the system, the audio track. As you'll see up here, a pretty good sized TV. Let's see. A pretty good sized TV anyhow. Let me see that big over there. Okay, here we go. Pretty good sized TV. Hooked into an old VCR that I use. That VCR I don't really watch. I have movies still on tape and I still watch, but I normally just use it for automation. Okay, I use it for automation. I use the audio track of a videotape, and I've got programming on there for my 9-foot signal. Okay, and what I do is I program music and programming, so that sometimes I can broadcast at night. Okay, and I have various programs like jazz, stuff like that. I'm going to have to clean the studio out so that I don't have stuff tangled here. Darn it. So I'm going to bring that back so it don't tie up in there. Now, of course it's going to do that. Why not? Make it harder for me. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to. This is live as it happens, folks. This is what I'm doing. Okay. Gonna go back onto the base. So that's pretty much how that works. Everything I have tied in to the VCR. The VCR, the Roku box, all plug into the Radio Shack. The Radio Shack feeds that music into the computer through the phonic mixer, so that everything plays all through the computer, and I can broadcast on the Spreaker and with a lot of stuff too. But mostly I use the mixers for local. I have my local signal. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I wanted to show you something else. Now, first off, like I said earlier, this was the headphones I was using. Okay, let me see if I can bring that over here. Okay, these are the headphones I was using. Okay, this is the kind of microphone headphone. I bought this last Thursday at a place called Bargain Bonanza, which is like a secondhand store in town. And this is what I was using my radio broadcast a little while ago. And this is probably, I don't know if it's just the strength of the microphone is not strong enough for this system. I'm thinking that's probably what it is. But I'm thinking that's probably why it was sounding that way. Now I'm going to move this over so that it's better. Now, when I'm on the air with the FM signal, The next thing I want to show you is this. This is the FM transmitter. This is all this is. That's all my FM is. This thing here, with a little wire on the end of it that plugs into any audio jack. 3.5 millimeter plug. Okay. Now, when I plug this in to the computer's audio jack, it picks up everything that's going on in the computer and broadcasts it over the FM, over a 9-foot signal. Broadcast. And I have different frequencies on there. Okay. Let's bring it up a little closer. Some of the frequencies on there include everything from 88.9. It has actually 88, 90, 106, and 107 FM frequencies. 4 frequencies, okay, 4 frequencies. But within those 4 frequencies are the points on the frequency, as in 88.1, 88.3, 88.5, etc. And it goes on with 90, 90.1, 90.2, or 90.3, 90.5, 90.7. You know, the points for each frequency. So turn it on, it lights up. Okay. When it's on, it lights up. That's 107.9. That's my Talk FM frequency. But if I were to push that button, it will go over to 89, 81 of those, see? And then if I push it hard, it will change the frequency over. 88 point, and then it goes 88, 88, 90, okay, 106, 107. Now, I have different stations that I broadcast on the frequencies, the different programming that I broadcast on particular frequencies. Okay, one of the frequencies, of course, is 88.9. Let's start with that one. 88.9 is KGRB. That's GJRB Online FM. Okay, that's the frequency. I carry all the GJRB programs from Spreaker. All the Spreaker programs are all on 88.9. And that will include broadcasting Mike's signal, Mike's program on here, your show. I'm probably going to put Snarky's on, but, you know, I mean, it's 9-foot signal. It only goes very far. And it operates on AAA batteries. And I have rechargeables. And like I said, each frequency that I use has different programming. Now I flip over. I use the same frequency for a Christian station, which I call 88.9. I started calling it Positive Rock 88.9. There's Christian rock, Christian album-oriented rock, which is my format for Christian rock, because I listened to album rock as a youngster. I liked album rock, and I thought, well, why couldn't Christian, you know, format or Christian rock have album rock? So I came up with album-oriented rock in form of Christian, or a Christian version of it. Christian album-oriented rock. So it's a mixture of Christian rock and I have a ChristianRock.net, and I carry their programming. And when I'm not on the air, it's just automated music. And then I also Mike Myers' station, the Muck Radio. I pipe it through this on 88.9, and 88.9. I changed the name of it. It used to be Positive Rock 88.9, but I changed it to KPRR or KPRR 88.9. KPRR is the Christian rock, Christian programming on that frequency. And I have a Gary Russen program on there. But that's where the Positive Rock show is, rock worship, and the church services that I air, plus other programs of Christian orientation on GJRB online, and all the Spreaker Christian programming all get played on 88 on KPRR 88.9, and that would also include the Mike Myers program. I carried that through the feed, through the signal. I only heard like 9 feet anyway. So, but anyway, then I flip it over, and the next one, the one I'm going to do tomorrow. Whoops, I gotta imagine. The one I'm doing tomorrow is 106.7. Okay, now that's when I flip it over. Okay, let's see. Okay, 106.7. That's Cool Jazz. 106.7. That's my jazz frequency. Now I have 2 stations on that frequency, as well as the one at 88.9. The 2 stations on that frequency. One is my jazz, which I'll have on tomorrow, and then 88 point. And then the other one, which is on this frequency, is all 80s. I have a format where I play nothing but 80s, because I can bring back it. Just, the stuff I played when I was in my 20s. I play all of the 80s hits on that station. That's K. So the frequency for that was KPRR. That's 88.9. KGRB, and then 106.7 is KJAZ, Cool Jazz 106.7. That's jazz. KREG, which is the 80s station, all 80s 106.7. 9-foot signal, only heard in this area. On that frequency, and then I flip it over, and then I got another frequency which is oldies, and that's 107.5. That's oldies 107.5, and that's a KCLG, and that's a oldies format. And I carry Scott Shannon on that station, and then that's a True Oldies channel. Great stuff on there, great oldies. And then 107.9, of course, 2 frequencies there. Christian Talk, Positive Talk 108, and of course, Talk FM 108, which is the one Blake Myers did the thing for. That's Talk FM 108. I told you before, that's Fox, and it's my talk station. That's the Talk FM 108. I carry Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, various talk shows, including Coast to Coast and Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis, various other ones, and Spaced Out Radio and all that I carry on there as well. So that's just what I do. I have a lot of time on my hands. So I mean, this is my job to me, and that's what I do now. The GJRB TV on YouTube, what you're seeing right there, it will kind of flip you out because I'm going to show you this. Okay, this here, I'm going to kind of go into the, well, I guess I'll do it this way. I'll do it. This here, without screwing it up, this here is what is called XSplit Broadcaster. Yeah, I know I'm using too much CPUs according to what I was saying. But this is XSplit Broadcaster. What it is it's like a mini TV station. I have I can do different things. Now I'm gonna click this and you'll be gone, but you might hear my voice. But there, okay. I have commercials on there. Okay, then I got another one. And then I have my graphic on there on the bottom, GJRB TV, Gary Russen. And then the other one is just no graphic. And then this one's kind of a blank screen. I don't have anything on it. But but it gives you an idea exactly what this is. XSplit Broadcaster. Pretty neat, actually. I'm quite impressed with it. It's like a mini TV station. I have switchers. I can play videos on here, various things like that. Like, let me see if I can play this. It's kind of generic and it's echoey, but I'm going to make a new one later. I did that with a thing I have here called EasyVid. It's a video where I can edit video and do all kinds of stuff with it. But the commercial on here is pretty cool. Watch this. Okay, this is fabulous. Watch this. This is I want to see if I can reset that. I don't know if I can reset that or not. Okay, I want to see if I can reset that here. Here we go. This is a commercial I did for the radio station.
This is GJRB Online, the place on the internet for unique radio programming you won't hear on your local AM or FM in your community. When you listen to GJRB Online, you'll find anything from the old days of radio to classic top 40. In addition, big band, jazz, and the most important, today's new recording artists in both Christian and secular, in rock, jazz, bluegrass, and the blues. Come in and listen on Spreaker. You'll find great talk radio too with the Gary Russen program, Way Out There, the sports page, and the last 7 days. Also listen to weekly church services from Christian Community Fellowship Church here in Clinton. Send me a message. Love to hear from you. My email is GaryJ65@yahoo.com or GaryJ021361@gmail.com. Or send me a message by clicking the comic book balloon icon on the GJRB Spreaker widget. This will take you to the GJRB Spreaker chat room. Leave me a message there, and I will respond to you as soon as I can. Just log on to Spreaker's website at www.spreaker.com. Then type in the GJRB Online in the search engine. There it is. Then click the play icon on one of the podcasts and listen to GJRB program podcast you might have missed. The best on the internet radio on Spreaker. GJRB Online.
Yeah, I produced that commercial about a year ago, and it does need to be redone. The audio is bad, it's echoey, but I had some trouble with the Easy Vid, and it was I had to do it that way. It looks generic. It looks generic. Sorry about that. I didn't have my mic up. I worked on that last year, and it looks generic. I know it's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to work on that a little better next time I get that together. But that pretty much is what I do. This is all in a nutshell. I wish I could show you more, but that's pretty much how it is. And I know that that didn't come out really good, showing you where they all gets plugged into. I mean, I could show you again, but I don't. Let me see if I can put some light on that subject. The only way I could do that is kind of bring the lamp up and down. I don't even know if I could do that. Let me just see if I can do that. I'm going to try something real quick. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show you that again, where that's all plugged into. Now, like I said before, that is the mixers. That's what I was using on the air earlier. This is the sound. This is the old Radio Shack mixer. Okay, this is what I got the VCR plugged into, the Roku box, that I could play stuff through the air onto through the mixer. That mixer's tied into this here, that line there. Okay, then that line runs down and then plugs into the right there. Plugs into the microphone jack of the computer. Okay, it plugs right in there. The other one is the headphone jack. Okay, so right there is where I have it plugged in. Okay, so now that's so that you can hear my voice right now. But that's how I got that all plugged in. All that sound system is all plugged in that way, tied in through the mixer. So that is the best I can do with my kind of system. Can't do better than that. That's pretty much what I have to contend with. Low budget or no budget radio station, no budget broadcast facility here. I just use what I've got and be happy with it. And as God said, be thankful for what you've got. Don't always, get things that are top quality. And I've always had that. I've always had that deal with top quality. I never really got the best quality out of things, but I managed to pull off something that people could enjoy and build a podcast or do videos here on YouTube, here on the GJRB TV YouTube channel. That's pretty much it. That's how I put this stuff together. I hope you understand what I was saying, what I was showing you. Basically on the computer, let's see if I can pull that up. I was using this sound manager. Okay. Let's see if I can reduce this down and put up the sound manager. I don't think I need that up. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to pull up the sound manager. I know I'm on screen. I'm going to pull up the sound manager real quick. Let's see if I can do that. Now, let me see. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to do that real quick before I go off. This is what I was using. Okay, this is the sound manager. Everything I was bringing up here on there, I got speakers, front mic, and stereo mix. Okay, the stereo mix there and the front mic I have adjusted here, and pretty much that's how I was doing to make the sound go up and down, and hit OK. So like I said, that's my facilities. That's what I have to contend with. Now this thing I'm using right here, the XSplit broadcaster, you can get that too just by going in and setting up your feed. You can do a live feed with that. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've had it for a while, about a year almost, an XSplit broadcaster, and like I said, I can show videos on here like I just showed you earlier with my commercial. I can do news and show sound video clips, and I do this is what I do the Gary Russen program video show with. The Gary Russen program video version. I play videos of some of the stuff I talked about on the radio, especially videos that you really can't, really too visual to play on the radio. What I'll do is I'll take those and put them aside, and then I put together the next edition of my video show. And I have a video script. I even make up for that. The program, everything. I do like I would do it for TV. And I do everything right here in this room, this bedroom, and produce it. And it's like I say, that's pretty much it. So Blake, I hope you understand how I did this now, and how well it works out. If you have any questions about it or anything, just send me it through here on the GJRB TV YouTube channel. Please, folks, subscribe. I have some good stuff on here. I put on some good shows. I have some trivia and stuff like that. I've got a lot of stuff I'm going to be doing on here later on, including a video version of the Gary for the radio, television, and movie classics, where I'm going to do show some of those old videos I had on. And you know, do trivia questions and stuff like that. I'll type it and put it on the screen. So it's just different things like that. So, you know, watch for that, and I'll be doing that here soon. This summer, I'm hoping I can do a video version of that show, and a few other shows here on GJRB TV YouTube channel. So subscribe. Love to have you on here. That's going to do it for me. Thanks a lot for tuning in today, and don't forget, tune in to GJRB Online on Spreaker for some great jazz tomorrow. We got all great smooth jazz, weather on the 5, sports page, the whole works tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB Online on Spreaker. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm Gary J. Russen. Have a great day, everyone.